Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the USC Trojans and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tennessee's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Last time out in their victory, barely a ball hit the ground, more than 90% completed. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking for a man, it's Johns. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Makes one man miss. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Wormley. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. So now it's second and long. Gives it on the option. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here's a heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make...
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Bounced out of bounds at the 38 after that return. The Ducks offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Big day in his last game, over 150 yards on the ground and a score. They're going to run it to the right. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Finds his man, it's Peterson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on third down. Got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He goes right back to the air. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice.
And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helped out this offense a few extra yards in field position. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing right, and they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking to throw, it's Johns. Gets it to him on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is...
There he goes! Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Off play action. Under fire. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with his walk.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our...
There's some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick completion to the right. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking for space. It's Wormley. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. And the timing just a hair off. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Johns. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. He wants to change this route. Give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Snags it over the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
To the air. It's Cherry. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space, it's Kane. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now first and 20. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Handoff from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got his man down the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to throw, it's Johns. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone and it's picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete. He'll try to take it back. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown USC. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Fielded in the end zone. It's Landry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the... being knocked down at the 11. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Ducks head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. This is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now a fair catch is called for him. Just shy of midfield. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Johns. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, the RD.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage and he knocked it away.
Has it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Under fire. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Ducks, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with a first down at the 31.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives...
And the ball is loose on the return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Motion from the wide receiver. Showing off the arm. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Bowman. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Right back to the well. There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Here's the pressure. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to run for it. Could be an alley. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses. And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Unloads quickly. Can't get him to the ground.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Scanning the field, it's Johns. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Johns. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Flips it out in the flat. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll try the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? He's got it again. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Johns. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing